made a significant impact on adult literacy and has had a powerful commitment to volunteer and lead peers. I'm just honored to have been one of the folks who had the chance to read the nomination for Daniel Hernandez. Daniel, I've got to tell you, it's obvious that the folks who wrote this have been just thrilled to have you in class, and they've loved to watch you grow as a leader. So Daniel Hernandez, come on up. And Daniel was nominated by Kathy Lundquist, Kelly Fulmer, and Emily Watts. Guys, come on up. Congratulations. That's just fine, whatever works.
We did have something written, but we're not sure. I think we're going to do it.
You can read it if you like.
It was Kathy's idea to nominate Daniel.
Oh, let's right into this.
It was Kathy's idea to nominate Daniel, and as soon as she suggested it, I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of it? I'm so stupid. Everyone misses Daniel. He's actually moved on now. He's going to Century College for translating. To enroll in the occupational therapy program, but then switched. But it's hugely significant that he was accepted to such a competitive program. Getting a little choked up here, Daniel. He was always been a bright light in our classrooms. Every time he would come in, he made friends instantly. And everyone knows who he is at Anoka Technical College. I just have to say, oh, he's the guy from, he's the actor guy, and everybody's like, oh yeah, Daniel. And he's now mentoring someone at Century College, or about to start mentoring someone. He was a huge leader in our classroom, and we really miss him.
Daniel was absolutely exceptional as a student. I wish you could have all had a student like Daniel, but he's so fabulous. He started out in our ELL programming and moved up rather rapidly and went into our ABE programming, did reading, did math, did sentence skills, and worked himself up to the point where he was actually able to go in and take the Accuplacer and get scores where he did not have to take any developmental classes. Accuplacer, you know how fabulous that is. It's a tough test, and he's a student who's willing to work at it. He was in class as often as he could get there. He was constantly making friends. I mean, I just can't begin to tell you how he could be standing in line waiting to see me, and he was, of course, he was going down the line, meeting everybody, talking to everybody. He was instrumental in helping few learners actually to continue, you know, encouraging them, you know, this isn't easy, but, you know, I'm doing it too, and he just would motivate other learners too at the same time. So I don't ever remember having a student like that. I hope you all get a chance to meet Daniel tonight, because actually, if you're anywhere near him, you'll be his friend within 30 seconds. So we just can't say enough good things about Daniel, and he is just so deserving of this award. So thank you for recognizing him.
I just want to say more than thanks tonight, because this award means more than a plaque for me. When I moved here 6 years ago to Minnesota, to the United States, I really had a very hard time getting communicating with people. My English was very, very limited. But quickly, I knew that the only way to succeed in this country was to have a great command of the English language. So I also knew that someday I have to go to school here again. And that thing happens 5 years later. But always I thought, before to go into school, I have to go to study English first. Because the 99% of the English I got in 6 years, in 5 years by then, was just living among English speakers. No? So that's why I landed into ABE program at Anoka Technical College. And ABE program became practically my very first time in my life learning English. Because, real English, because the only English I had by then was the English, the typical English we learn at high school, and that was over 20 years ago. Yes, I am a pretty old guy. People say that he looks younger, but... Okay, so I went there and it was amazing that after 6 months starting there with these great teachers, Kathy and Kelly, and all the volunteers there, I was able to pass my AccuPlacer test and then getting into college, admitting into college. And I am still wondering till now how I made it. But I made it, that was a good thing. Now I'm receiving this award that means for me a sign that I am doing the right things at the right time with the right people. And also it means for me the hope that someday I'll be able to become occupational therapist assistant, a professional one, interpreter and translator, English, Spanish, of course, a professional, and the hope also to become someday, or to go back to work in the same field that for many years I worked down there in my country, Ecuador, as a journalist, as a radio announcer, and as an actor, TV and theater actor. For many years I did those activities, and when I moved here I found out that all those three have in common the communication. So it's still been kind of like a frustration for me moving here, but not, because until now everything I am getting in this beautiful country, my new country by the way, just are blessings and happiness. So I really want, now I have another idea. Why not? I like to become a volunteer for ABE. Yeah. To becoming in volunteer teaching or helping others to learn English and Spanish. Why not? That would be a very cool thing for me. I really want to say thanks to my ABE teachers, Kathy, Kelly, Emily, and all the volunteers there, to my wife for her support of every day, and of course to Literacy Action Network organization for trusting on me and giving me this award that I will keep forever very deep in my heart. Thank you very much. Few more words. Just 5 words. Maybe it's happening some lack of communication with my ex-teachers, but actually I signed up. I am going to start my 2nd semester at Anoka Tech, and I still enroll in the occupational therapist program and also at Century College. I am taking 2 places. 1 class over there and the most of the classes are occupational therapist program at Anoka Tech. So I will still there at the college. It's amazing.